hello. Welcome to another episode of Flavor in Your Ear, Voice of Man channel. I got my special guest, my fellow Aquarius brother, my man Terrell Morgan. How you doing, brother? My man, hey man, I appreciate you, family. Oh man, this man right here, man, it's hard to describe, so I'm gonna let this man describe himself. The best thing I can tell you, man, he matched my flag. You know what I mean by that is the thinking. I mean, it ain't often where you find somebody that's think outside the box, you know, and this is that man. He's an out-of-box thinker. So, hey, brother, introduce yourself.
Terrell Morgan, they call me Fly, alias Mister. Gotta stay fly, because I'm grown, I say Mister. Young black man from Chicago, West Side, K-Town, trying to grow, trying to build, you know. That's basically the sum of it.
Amen, brother, amen. Mr. Gotta Stay Fly, man. And you definitely stay fly. You got your own clothing line. You do photography. Definitely. Go ahead and give us a little feedback on it. Matter of fact, if you can see the background, and did you do it? I know you took the pictures, but did you set it up like this?
Yeah.
Really? So you got a little Martha Stewart in you too, huh?
Definitely.
Check it out.
You know, when we first moved in, it was like, unpacking, going through it. I set it out on the floor, and how I set it out on the floor, that's how I put it up on the wall.
This is what I mean by thinking. You know what I mean? It's amazing. I love it. It's beautiful. Even with all that being said, you got a story. Yeah. Like so many other, ain't nothing an overnight success. I know we say Mr. Gotta Stay Fly, Mr. Fly, all this and that, Terrell Morgan. You got a story once again. The challenges of growing up, the effects of people, left you, abandoned you. Everything underneath the sun. So at the end of the day, one thing I noticed, brother, we all got choices to make. Choices define us. Choices either make us or break us. When it comes to choices for you, Terrell, can you let us know what made you the man that you are today? If you can go give us a stroll down memory lane of when you first started dealing with the things of life.
Growing up on the West Side, man, it was me, my brother, and my mama. Pops went around, so you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Growing up, man, dealing with the gang life, streets, hustling, drugs, jail. Man, let me see where I started. Went to
what made you get into the street life?
The streets.
Just the places of the street.
Yeah, just growing up around it. It's
okay.
Like no real positivity going on. My cousin, dope boy, his homies, dope boys, and only time you see non-negativity is when you go to school, but it's negativity there, and it's like I would rather be with the people I know, my family. So it's a simple choice.
Simple choice, yeah.
Simple choice.
I can relate to that. I can definitely relate. Please continue.
And so doing grammar school, it was from I say 5th grade all the way to graduation. Grew up around. Let me see if you define like growing up, going to grammar school was all vice lords, fin balls, and all that. And on this side, we in K-Town, straight 6-point star shit. So they made that choice to be with the 6-point and going to school with the fin balls.
So how did that work out? So for those that don't know, the 6-point fin ball, break it down. This Chi-Town words, y'all. Break down what you just said, please.
It's just like game related. Most games run under a certain type of symbol, and the brothers was over here with the fin balls, and the folks was over here with the 6-point star, and they clash. Simple. Yeah. So a story about when I was in grammar school. Please. You know how you when you go on to the they let you go on a trip, what you call it, luncheon, and then they take you on a trip. We went to Springfield.
Okay, last trip type.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go to Springfield because of some gang activity. But they said when the people came back on the bus, there was 100 niggas outside waiting for me.
Really? How did that work out?
I didn't go to school that day because I didn't go on the trip, so I missed that part.
Oh wow!
And then the last day of school, they brought it back again, tried to whoop me and my brother. I had to sit in school for a couple of hours waiting for my uncle and my pops to come get me. So, and then after that, you know.
So what was the reason behind it? If you don't mind me asking, just because you was in the opposite gang?
This one dude, was on some other stuff, and we kind of roughed him up, and I took his head.
Okay.
So his brothers didn't want some payback.
Okay. Like,
boy, you over here by us, and you don't get into all that.
I get it.
But,
So let me, even with that, spend our course a little bit. Do you think that's the effects of right now, the cause and effect of even while we're dealing with a lot of violence in Chicago because of retaliation?
Yeah, a lot of retaliation. And most times people don't know. They just want to do something.
Just want to
be involved just because. Like I say, my cousin was doing this and everybody else was doing that. And I'm adapting to what they do. And I'm taking it with me in my purse.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
you adapted and wow, that's heavy. Please continue.
I adapted it and took it to my person, and everywhere I go, this is how I move. Like before I knew about the game, you put on the hat, you just put on the hat. But once you become knowledgeable of what the game is, you put your hat on and you turn in it whichever way. And whichever way you turn it is how you move. And this is how other people perceive you. Like, his hat to the left, he went to them people. His hat to the right, he went to them people.
So, and we're talking about choices. Obviously, when it comes to choices, you got good choices, you got bad choices.
And that was one of my first choices, to choose that.
Wow.
And it led me down a whole different path where I could have been captain of the chess team or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that.
Wow.
And that would have been way different. So me making that choice, right or left.
Oh wow. So it sounds like that was your fork in the road at that stage of life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate. You know, we all got a fork in the road that's gonna give us peace and prosperity or heartache and headaches. I believe personally, we all got a destiny design.
Yeah.
We all gonna end up to it, but the road we take is gonna determine how long, how much headache and heartache. Yeah. So do you think that road gave you more headache and heartaches, or it's just what it was? It was part of life.
Well, in the process of going through it, it didn't seem like a headache. It was just something to do. It didn't become a headache till later on. I called my first case.
Well, yeah, let's talk about that.
I called my first case. I think I was 15.
Okay.
Then I called. Maybe I'll take it back. I think I was 14 because after that grammar school and all that, I think it was an episode in Bellwood on the 4th of July. I was 14. I didn't know you couldn't pop fireworks in Bellwood.
Okay.
But from the west side, we come into Bellwood and we got the fireworks with us. So we outside in front of this, my mama friend house with the Roman candles. Police come get on us like, you can't pop it, man. I can't do what? Get out of here. So it was like 6 police wrestling me down. That was my first interaction with the police, you know what I'm saying? So.
Oh man, so you sound like you a wild dude, you know.
I didn't know. It's like my pops out here, so I ain't no respect for no other dude telling me what to do.
Hey, I get it.
And that's what happened, you know what I'm saying? Then after that, caught my first case. After that, juvenile 3-4 times. Then I caught my first adult case. I was 16. But I told him I was 18.
Okay.
And I used the 80s.
So that's an extra charge right there.
So a couple of times I did that twice. Use the 80s and you get out on the I-bond. The last time, they called me and ran my fingerprints this time. Like, nah, bro, you know you from juvie now. The name is Terrell, and all this. So all these other charges, you go to court. Terrell Morgan, AKA, probation, violate probation. Just no real idea of what I was trying to do.
And what age is this at this time again?
14, 16, 18.
Okay, so 14, 16, 18. Somewhat maybe 2 years, ain't it? Every other year.
Every other year.
You know, even with that, right? Once again, I look around, I see your home, I see your family, I see your gifts, I see your talents. at 14, 16, 18, obviously your man was taking you one way, but obviously gifts and talents is something a person always have.
Yeah.
Did you recognize that you had these talents during this period of time in your life?
When I was in high school, I only went for the freshman year, and you rotating occupations or whatever you want to call it, because they had auto body, they had health occupations, they had this fashion design, merchandising, some other stuff. I chose fashion design.
Okay. Really? At that
And
age?
look,
Okay.
my choice was to do fashion design because mentally, all the girls is in fashion design.
Makes sense.
That's my choice. So
Makes sense.
when I chose my major, fashion design, boom. Get in the classrooms, like, boy, it's too many girls in here.
Okay.
It's only me.
Okay.
It's like, I can't do this. They gonna think I'm gay.
Okay. So you went to go holler at the girls, but now it was like nothing but girls.
Once I make the choice, it's like, it's too much pressure for me. I'm a bad guy. But I'm still, and then when school over with, it's back to the block.
Okay.
Back to granny house. So when I think about it now, a full 360, like, this is where you started at. Now look where you at now, still doing it. So it's like, oh,
They're connected.
I just chose to keep going this way when they say go that way.
Yes, yes, yes. So that's amazing. That's amazing. So let's get back to your youth when it comes to overcoming, because one of the main reasons that I'm connected to you, even to say, man, can you interview with me, Terrell, because you are an overcomer. I mean, and you do it with a smile on your face. We've been connected in each other's lives maybe like 4, 5 years now, I'm guessing. Like 3, 4.
I've been back at UIC for 7 years.
7 years.
So,
It's been longer than that. It's been around for 6, 7 years.
7 years.
Dang, time flies.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 7 million completion, you guys. So God is definitely doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met each other working at the same gig. For those that don't know me, I'm a person that stick to myself. I'm cool with everybody, but I don't befriend everybody. You know what I mean? And this brother is the same way.
Exactly.
And for us to befriend each other and then to have love for each other and then to build trust with one another, that let me know we was definitely, building a bond. And even so, this man was helping me spiritually. You know what I mean? I was trying to help him spiritually, not just yada yada yada, but some iron sharper iron. You know what I mean? This man has a lot of freaking wisdom. So just to go back with just to backtrack, one thing you always stated, and it ministered to me: consistency is key.
Yes, sir.
So I want you to keep that in mind, but I want you to go back into your childhood when it comes to choices. Now you done with high school. Now let's talk about some of your 20s. How did that transition go? Because once again, you had your struggles like so many other people. Yeah. You're not the type of guy that make excuses.
Right.
I honor you about that.
Right.
So let me know in your 20s the transition of trying to become growner, trying to let go of some of these childish ways.
So after high school, I was juvenile caught up with me. I wound up having to go. I had to go back to juvenile court, but I'm 19. You know what I'm saying? So they sent me down to juvenile penitentiary when I was 19. When you parole out of juvenile when you 19, you can't stay no more. You're an adult. So I had to sit down there with the juveniles, and the mind frame was, once I get out, I'm gonna do something. So when I did get out the juvie,
his family coming down. Y'all, come on down. Hello, Mrs. Morgan. Hello. Hello. How are you? Like I said, this is a family affair. So please continue, brother.
So when I got out of juvie at 19, it was more the same. More the same. I caught another case. I got out 95 juvie. I met her in 92. Met my wife in 92. She didn't know who I was at the time. So go back past that. Got out of juvie. I caught a case at 21. Then I caught another case. So at 22, I caught them 2 cases I caught, they sat me down for 3 years, which I had to do 18 months. And then when I got out and did my house arrest in '98, I finished. I was outside of my auntie house. I finished house arrest. I got out, '98, got right back in the streets. Messed with some of the guys, and I catch a case. Grand Theft Auto, possession of a stolen motor vehicle. They gave me 6 years for that. I wound up doing 3. I came home in 2000. I came home to work release in 2002. Yeah, 2002. I went through a transformation, and now I met a couple of guys, and they was talking about Christian life and God and this and that. And it was like so much of jail and drama and nonsense. While I'm sitting down, I think I ain't have no choice but to listen and adapt to that.
Yes.
So when I adapted to that, it was a big change.
Okay.
I paroled out in 2003. I got married in 2004. Then we had Trinity in 2005. Then Titus in 2006. So when I got out that time, it was like, I'm dead serious. I'm not going back to jail. I'm not doing any of that.
Yes.
I got the job. I got married in 2004, May 1st. I started working UIC May 5th. And I've been working ever since. So those choices that I made early on in life was like, man, you better get your mind right, because these people got a place for you.
Yes, sir.
They will sit you down and hold you down. And
Yeah.
just because of the choice you make, you won't have a better chance to get free.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, to go back. So people mind frame, you know, everybody's different. You know, they get out, they don't want to go back, but the game kind of, you know, get them caught up. What do you think holding a lot of people back, you know, when it comes to staying out? You know, what you think the reason why people keep going through evolving doors when it comes to the prison system?
I think they never have the real life epiphany of, I could sit here forever. And some people like the food. I don't know. It's just some people like to be around a whole bunch of dudes. That's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's just they never. I had that epiphany like, bro, I ain't doing this no more. Cause in '97 I had my firstborn, Trayshawn, and she was pregnant when I met her. So Tania, that's my daughter too. She don't know nobody but me. So
You just had a grandbaby too.
just had a grandbaby.
Yes, and congratulations.
Thank you.
to both of you guys. Congratulations.
So-
Please continue.
So I had that epiphany, and the scriptures and the teachings was so real. It's like
Amen.
it was one of those. I feel it's in my soul that I can't go back.
So it sounds like you, unlike a lot of people on the outside, a lot of people on the outside of prison get religion first.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like you bypassed the religion part and went straight to the spiritual part, and the part that connects to you, and the part that what the spirit's supposed to do is change your life.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about that side of Terrell Morgan, the spiritual side of the brother, because there's so many different faces when it comes to you. You know what I mean? So let's talk about that side.
I think it was me personally. I'm the type of person, if I'm gonna be in this and do it, I'm doing it. There is no half with it. Like when I was in the streets, if I was gonna be in the streets, when it comes to gang life, if I'm on that, I'm on that. If you with it, we with it. I'm not gonna play with it. I'm going full throttle. So when it came to the religion, I'm still that dude. Mentally, if I'm gonna get in this, I'm gonna get all the way in it. And just going through Genesis all the way to Revelation. More than once. More than, 10 times. And then as you read it, it just starts saying, this is why. That's why. Do you understand this, dude? And Proverbs was one of the biggest books. So,
I love that book, bro.
So-
I didn't know that was that's one of your favorites.
yeah.
That's one of my favorites, bro.
It's one of my favorites.
That's one of your favorites too. That's one of your. Oh wow, check that out.
I love Proverbs because it just touches your soul.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything that you could have ever imagined, or even what you're going through, it walks you right through it.
Yeah.
And at the end, why I love Proverbs so much is because it's not even about you. It's about the message that's going to come from you and your story that's going to continuously be somebody else's history.
Oh yes.
Because of who you are and what you're becoming, everything is not about you. And once you remove yourself, the old man gone, boom in the garbage, thank the Lord. Once you remove yourself, then you see, your eyes are so open. And when you learn about Christ, it's the same as buying the new kicks. Mike's coming out, Mike's coming out. Everybody you meet, Jesus, 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 Jesus. You know, it just changes your life and the perspective. And I think the only biggest difference is that when you are transforming, because you're changing. It's like God is using you like a washing machine. You going through cycle to cycle to cycle. Those people that you are supposed to be touching, you're touching, and those people that you're supposed to be losing, you're losing.
Oh, wow. That's powerful.
You're losing them.
That's powerful.
And you don't even pay attention that you lost them until years later. You look back and be like, oh man, I haven't talked to such in so many years. And what I love about it is he doesn't allow you to get blindsided by what you need to lose, because your focus is so focused that you out here, we have a charge. You have to touch additional people out here. I don't care what you're doing. You have to. You don't just, this thing ain't free. You got to do some work with it, right?
Yes.
So as you continuously read Proverbs, it's just giving you so much energy to me to say, I can't keep going. I can't keep doing this. Because him going through his life cycle of prison, and you got to think of what it's like on the home side.
Amen.
With the wife, well, girlfriend, baby mama first, then wife. You have to look at that other piece, that struggle of seeing him go to prison, still standing by his side, making sure that he okay, because he wants some clean white gym shoes in there. I mean, those moments was extremely hard. Our kids not being able to see dad, and I think when he took that last plunge, he said, Teresa, that's it. I'm not taking that life no more, because my kids and y'all mean the most.
Right.
And I was like, okay, sounds good. Let's check it out and see if it's gonna roll like that,
right?
Right?
It normally works like that too, right? Once you hear broken promises so many times.
Exactly. You will have that little bit of doubt.
So how did you, and I love the mortgage, by the way. Thank you guys. Family and friends.
You're welcome.
How did you keep yourself open to trust, to believe?
It was tough.
Okay.
So when Terrell came home that last time, and he was like into the word and he was into God, I wasn't. Okay. So we had a big cycle of change. He came over, I couldn't stand him. Just come see your kids.
Yes.
I don't got nothing to say, just come see kids. And he would come to see the kids, and he started teaching them as doing Bible study with my two oldest kids, because we didn't have two little ones. And he would come, and they would be sitting in my front room and having a good old time, laughing at everything. And I'm so peeved because of all of what we've been through.
Yes.
I'm not going in there, them your kids, talk to your kids. So one day, he was bold enough to say in front of the kids, because of course I wasn't going to say no, why can't you come in here and sit down with us and read the word too? And I'm like, okay.
That's that Aquarius moment right there. You got to use your little mask.
So once I started sitting in that setting and just hearing the word, because all my life I grew up in the church with my grandparents, and then, I started having life, you go on your life or whatever. So as we started to, and it made me feel so proud that my children, and it hurt it too, because my children could spit this scripture off of their tongue, and I knew nothing.
Wow. So that motivated you?
It motivated me. I had to get in the game. I had to get my skin in the game. Like, one goes one, this dude ain't finna be doing all this and no.
So you got that competitive nature too?
Right? So I was like, and I'm hearing my kids, and they're loving this. I mean, I'm talking about their loving this, the embracing the culture. Like, they so close to dad that now I'm feeling alone. So now I'm like, I'm getting on in this circle, because I ain't about to be left out. So then we all started transforming together, and he was really teaching us so much. I'm talking about everywhere this man went, he had this leather vinyl little Bible. Everywhere he went, it was his pistol. Everywhere he went, he would wait.
So you had your new weapon.
So, and it was a great weapon of choice, because he brought all of us. He taught all of us. And then, as you read, and it talks about how the husband, takes over and kind of teaches the wife, the children, and I seen it in real life.
Wow, that is awesome.
So to see it
is awesome.
because I'm a little bit older than him, so it was like, can't tell me nothing. You know, I know this, I know that, and then just to see it happen, and what I love the most about Terrell is that he does not take no for an answer. He ain't taking no for an answer because I was so hurt and in so much pain that he wouldn't let me go. He continued to wrap his arms around me, and no matter how many times I gave him the elbows, he was like, nope, nope. Wow. You know, and then it humbled me to know and to see somebody love you that much that they will put up with you saying no, I don't wanna. And whatever he did, he put God in the mix. Every time, whatever he did, he put God in the mix. So then I was like, oh, God said I can do it. You know, this is something
it sounds like you both had a cross to bear.
Yes.
And y'all both bared it in different ways. Mm-hmm. You know, hers was when you was, you know, not there, and yours was when you was there. You know, you have to constantly, you know, pursue and press, and wow, I think that's awesome. And thank you for that. I know the last thing we're going to talk about is family man. Family man in this day and age is challenging. So many obstacles that a man is dealt with when it comes to not just himself but his family. But before we get into that topic, I want to ask you continue what we just got through talking about as far as different sides of you. And I thank your wife for bringing in the spiritual side. But the last side I want the people to know is the consistency part. The part of Terrell that's got to stay consistent. Point blank, period. Let's know about that side, because I'm a believer.
Right. Just by going through what I went through and just going to jail constantly, consistently being stupid and retarded. I don't want people to think like that. You know, people so sensitive that they're saying retarded. Forgive me, but
I know what you're saying,
just
brother.
consistently doing dumb stuff. Yes, is what made me consistent. Like every time I went to jail, like I get out parole. In 97. Catch a case right in 98 or 99. Bro, what was I thinking? And then to go 3 years, then a year and a half time frame, catch another case, get 6 and do 3. I was consistently being crazy. Yeah. And when I was sitting in the work release, they had church, and I was this one dude, I think he just talked to me and just be like, God said that you need to relax. And I listened, and man, you know, Proverbs make you consistently think about your motives, your ways, how you talk, how you appear to other people. And that's what it was. I think Proverbs made me consistent. Well, my life was consistent. I just had to figure out how to control it and be consistent with something. That's a benefit.
Amen. I love it. For time's sake, I wish I can talk to you next 4 or 5 hours. I'm loving this. For time's sake, though, let's talk about being a family man in 2019. What challenges do you think, not just you, but guys, leaders? One thing your wife spoke of, she basically had to be submissive in a sense. You know what I mean? But it took your leadership to make her, to want her to be submissive. So for us and living in this time, talk to us. Let us know how can we hold down being a family person and successfully, ain't not perfect, but successfully through all the woes of life.
Man, consistent, man. It wasn't like when she kept saying no. It's like, in my head, baby, relax. I think I know a little bit more than you on this spiritual side because I was practicing. Like, it's just, man, just going through, so much. If you consistently practicing this type of stuff you seeing, because everybody gonna look at themselves. I'm one of them type of people, when you sit down and like, by me going to gym, you gotta sit down and think about who you are and what you're doing. And every situation you go through, you gotta analyze it and figure out what's right, what's wrong. And then it'll help you go back and be like, you know what, if you're honest with yourself, you know what, this was wrong. let's try it a different way. I apologize. I'll put myself down here. Let's try it a different way. And every time we try it a different way, it's been a good blessing to, you know what I'm saying, try it again and succeed at it. Opposed to, she say no, then okay, she ain't with it. She ain't with it. I go find somebody else who with it. But it's like, nah, if I say I want to be with you, then you're going to have to learn what I'm learning, and you're going to have to practice it just like I'm practicing. Like when we started the business, bought the sewing machine, bro, I didn't know how to sew, but my background of choosing fashion design said, you do know how. All you got to do is try.
You do know how, all you got to do is try.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that? You do know how, all you got to do is try.
Definitely.
I like that. I like that a lot. So, tell me about something fly. This movement. Tell me about your baby.
It was so in the process of going to becoming great and be married and this and that. I think I want to say 8 years into it, 9 years into it. 8 years into it, I catch another case. Okay. As a, you know what I'm saying, adult, a full-fledged husband, and I'm not going back person. I caught a case for drink, DUI, driving under the influence. And they offered me 30 months for this DUI. And I'm like, I ain't hit nobody. At least let me go back and run somebody over. Run somebody over if you want to give me 30 months.
Yeah, I feel
so I fought it 2 years. We even gave the judge a book about Trinity disability. She was born with Angelman syndrome. When we first heard it, we were like, what is Angelman? Never heard that before. Like,
please share it for those that don't.
We thought, to me personally, because I say how I think, what I feel. I was like, this is some white ass people disease.
Yeah. No,
we didn't know, so we found out and it was like, oh.
And what is
when
it?
is Angelman syndrome? It's born when the child is born with 2 of the same chromosomes, and they clash, and it got throws her balance off. No nonverbal. Epilepsy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that would break you if you can't understand. Most dudes don't even want to be with their kids from the beginning.
Yes.
So, you know what I'm saying? Because my pops, he wasn't, I'm saying, he was there, but he wasn't there. Because he lived with my grandma. He was in the house, but it's like, we distant strangers, but we close-knit. I see you every morning, but learning how to ride a bike, I learned that from my homies.
Wow.
Learning how to fight, I learned that from my homies and my cousins. But we had a big family. Like, my grandma had 7, 8 kids. Everybody had kids. You know what I'm saying? So it was like all us growing up in a house together.
Yes.
So he was there, but he wasn't there as far as being the man who's supposed to be. So my attitude was, I'm not going to be like this nigga.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be better than him. I'm going to stick around. I'm going to make sure from here to here, they know who I am and they're going to respect me, and I'm going to respect them and show them the way that I think is better, because there's no rule book to it.
Yes, sir.
So
you're right.
I just used that pain, buddy, not being there, and just being around a whole bunch of family members, you know what I'm saying? Just that fueled me to become who I am, and I've been practicing that ever since.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. So everything is mixed in. Basically, it seems like the man that God wants you to be, you are that man. You know, as far as everything, even though your choices in life, you know, caused you to stumble, but you got up, you picked yourself up. You definitely made no excuses, and you led your family. And I thank you. So you definitely something fly, brother. I tell you that, my friend.
Thank you.
So, hey, before we end up, please let them know how they can find something fly, because it is fly.
Definitely. We got the website, something fly, SUMTINFLY .storeenvy, STORENVY.com.
Hey, once again, I thank you, brother. Hey, this is my fellow Aquarius season, by the way, we're representing. Happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you.
Hey, we love you guys. God bless. Flavor in your ear. We'll see you next week. God bless.